Hello everyone, welcome to this module on Article 20. Article 20 deals with retrospective criminal legislation. This is known as ex post facto criminal legislation. Under this section, a person cannot be convicted for an act that was committed at the time when the act did not have been declared by the law as an offense. So, what is retrospective criminal legislation? Retrospective criminal legislation means ex post facto criminal legislation. The other name for retrospective criminal legislation, ex post facto criminal legislation. So, under this act, a person cannot be convicted, cannot be punished for an act, for the performing of an act that has been committed at the time when these act or the action is not declared as a crime or an offense by the law. That is known as retrospective criminal legislation. This means that the criminal legislation cannot be given an retrospective effect. This community cannot be used. This means that the criminal legislation cannot be given a retrospective effect. This immunity cannot be used against the provisions of preventive detention, and it does not cover the trial. So this law also provides that a person cannot be subjected to a punishment greater than what is prescribed by the law for the offense committed. So Article 20 basically deals with the retrospective criminal legislation, where you cannot punish any individual for the act what he has done before the law has declared that particular act as a crime or as an offense. That is the first point what we dealt. The second point, it also gives you immunity. So this immunity cannot be used against the provision of preventive detention. You cannot use this particular thing for preventive detention act. So preventive detention act can take anybody into custody if they have a doubt that they may create some problem in the society or in the maintenance of law and order. And the same thing, this law also provides that a person cannot be subjected to punishment which is greater than prescribed by the law for the offense committed. For every offense, there is a punishment that is prescribed. So you cannot give greater punishment than this. We have to give the same punishment which is given as per the law. So next point what we are going to discuss is double jeopardy. Article 20 also deals with double jeopardy. This indicates that a person cannot be committed for the same offense what he did more than once. So once he did an act, and if he is punished for the act what he has done, he cannot be punished again for the same act, for the same offense more than once. That is known as double jeopardy. Then the next point is prohibition against self-incrimination. Prohibition against self-incrimination. What is the meaning of this? This implies that no person can be accused of an offense shall be compelled by the state to bear witness against himself. So he cannot be a witness versus he himself. So this is called as prohibition against the self-incrimination. He cannot be the witness against himself. Nobody can force him to be the witness against himself. So Article 20 deals with retrospective criminal legislation. Second, double jeopardy. Third, self incrimination. Retrospective criminal legislation means any act which is done before the law has turned or before the law has determined this particular act as an offense. So you cannot be punished before the act has come into existence, whatever offense has been done for that. Double jeopardy, which means you cannot be punished for the same offense twice. And self-incrimination, you cannot be the witness for yourself. The state cannot force you to be the witness for yourself. So these are the key points what we discussed regarding Article 20. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next module.